Well, the thing is that, hopefully, that's like, okay, if you go to college and there one time you couldn't get to college from, say you were at Quinnebog Community College, you couldn't go to Danielson because there was no buses going there. They do have a bus going there. That's the same as taking the bus in the morning that goes to court, and you got to be back by 3 o'clock. Let's say your classes are in the afternoon down there, and you want to take a class up at the Yukon, the Quinnebog Community College in Danielson. You can't take no afternoon classes because there's no bus going down there. So that's out. And at one time, the same thing if you go to Manchester Community College, there's no buses going there. And it's just saying that, if you want to go to college and you want to take up college courses, you can go to Manchester. You can't go to one in Danielson. You can only go Yukon and Eastern and Yukon down here. So you got to put up with the classes that they got.
So does that limit opportunities
Yeah.
for people who
It limits the opportunities because there's a lot of college kids that can go to get better themselves because they can't take the buses. There's no transportation that would take them to do their courses that they want. And it's the same thing. If you take for medical, if you go to Manchester down in doctors, you're going to put up the same thing right here as you're doing now. So the only way to change is if they change the things and change the bus companies and have them work change their hours, change the providers to them, provide the services to them, and change that. And logistic care is the same way. They got to change their things too.
Well,
But now you take a person that goes to the methadone clinic that's doing recovery. If they're coming from Putnam, that one time they were taking medics and taking ACE. They're getting left down here. So Putnam has their own taxi. So people that come from Putnam to go to the clinic have to take Putnam transportation because Putnam decided, well, okay, we're going to have another taxi cab company from Putnam to bring down the Putnam people.
And so where's the methadone clinic?
It's over by Olympic Pizza.
And is that in Wyndham?
Yeah, that's North Wyndham.
So you're talking about a trip from
Yeah,
Putnam all the way
yeah,
down to
yeah,
Wyndham to
yeah,
go to
yeah,
okay.
yeah. And they, like I said, they charge you the mileage.
So how expensive does that end up?
It doesn't get expensive. Yeah. And the same way, if you are going into recovery, you have to let them know, say that you want to go to TDH and you want to go into their program. Well, you got to let them know, I think, 5 days in advance that they schedule there and they want to know who's going to pay for it. There's another thing. So people that want to go to recovery can go to recovery because the doctor has to say it, that they want them there. And is Medicare going to pay for it? Is Medicaid going to pay for it? Is the state going to pay for it? You gotta know at least 5 days before you go there. And who's going to pay for it?
So I want to kind of move to a different track. I mean, you
Yeah.
do a lot of advocacy.
Mm-hmm.
So when you want to be an advocate, that sometimes means you have to go to other places in the state, right? So what is that like for you when you don't have transportation that you can rely on to do that advocacy?
Well, when I have to go to the Eastern Regional Board of Health meetings, I can't get there because I don't have the transportation. And we have a form of transportation, but it's United Services telling the driver you're only allowed 16 hours. So I can't get there unless I have my own transportation.
What about when you go testify in Hartford before the legislature?
That if we didn't have the lighthouse transportation, we'd never get there. We had to find our own way there.
So can you
Okay,
say
one-
in a complete sentence of if I want to testify?
So if I want to testify, I got to either find my own way, ride there, or the lighthouse will have to pay a person to take you. Just like before, when I testified the first time down there, Vinny, when I went to be an advocate, Vinny had a van. I had a limo. So the lighthouse had to pay Vinny to get us there. It cost $140 to get me there. So it came out of the lighthouse's money. Or else if I didn't have that, I would never